Hey everyone, Graham Stephan here. Let's be real, who doesn't want to be a millionaire, right? But becoming a millionaire isn't just about luck, it's about having the right mindset and habits. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 6 traits that millionaires possess. These aren't some crazy secrets, but rather practical strategies you can start implementing today to transform your own life. We'll be talking about discipline, continuous learning, networking, risk management, goal setting, and persistence. These are the pillars of success, and I'm going to break them down step by step so you can start building your own path to wealth. So, if you're ready to unlock your millionaire potential, grab your coffee, smash that like button, and let's get started. The first and arguably most important trait of a millionaire is discipline. Now, when I say discipline, I'm not just talking about waking up early and hitting the gym. It's about having the self-control to delay gratification. Think about it. Would you rather buy that new car or invest that money and watch it grow exponentially over time? Millionaires understand the power of compound interest and are willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. They budget meticulously, avoid impulsive purchases, and prioritize investing over instant gratification. It's about having a plan and sticking to it, even when it's tough. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Discipline is the fuel that keeps you going, even when you'd rather hit the snooze button on your financial goals. Now let's talk about the second millionaire trait, continuous learning. Millionaires are like sponges, constantly absorbing new information and seeking to expand their knowledge base. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and to stay ahead of the curve, they need to be lifelong learners. They're not afraid to admit when they don't know something, and they're always eager to seek out new perspectives and challenge their own assumptions. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or listening to podcasts, millionaires are committed to investing in their personal and professional development. They see learning as an investment, not an expense, and they understand that the more they know, the more opportunities they can unlock. Remember, the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. Embrace a growth mindset, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of continuous learning. Now, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial for building wealth, and that's networking. Networking is often misunderstood and underestimated, but it is one of the most powerful tools you can have in your arsenal. You've probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. This phrase has stood the test of time because it encapsulates a fundamental truth about success. And let me tell you, there's a lot of truth to that, especially when it comes to building wealth. The right connections can provide you with insights, opportunities, and resources that you might never have access to otherwise. You see, building a strong network can open doors to incredible opportunities that you might not even know exist otherwise. These connections can lead to partnerships, collaborations, and even friendships that can propel your career and personal growth. Think about it. If you're surrounded by ambitious, driven individuals who are constantly striving for success, their energy and motivation will rub off on you. This environment can be incredibly stimulating and can push you to achieve more than you ever thought possible. Being around like-minded people can inspire you, challenge you to grow, and even introduce you to potential business partners or investors. These relationships can be the catalyst for new ideas and ventures that you might not have pursued on your own. I can't even begin to tell you how many incredible opportunities have come my way simply because I knew the right people. From business deals to personal growth, the benefits of a strong network are immeasurable. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Graham. I'm not exactly a social butterfly. The idea of walking into a room full of strangers and striking up conversations can be daunting, especially if you're an introvert. The thought of networking makes me want to hibernate for a year. It's a common feeling, and you're not alone in this. Many people feel overwhelmed by the prospect of networking. Trust me, I get it. Not everyone's a natural extrovert, and that's totally fine. You don't have to be the life of the party to build meaningful connections. Networking isn't about being the loudest person in the room or forcing yourself into every conversation. It's about being genuine and finding common ground with others. It's about building genuine connections with people who share your interests and goals. Attend industry events, join online forums, or participate in community groups where you can meet like-minded individuals. Or even just strike up conversations with people you admire on LinkedIn. Social media platforms like LinkedIn are fantastic tools for networking, allowing you to connect with professionals from all over the world. You'll be surprised by how willing people are to connect and share their experiences when you approach them with genuine curiosity and a desire to learn. People appreciate authenticity and are often more than happy to offer advice and support. Another great way to build your network is by seeking out mentors. Mentors can provide invaluable guidance and introduce you to their own networks, further expanding your circle of influence. Educate yourself on the art of networking. There are countless books, seminars, and online courses that can teach you effective networking strategies and help you build confidence. Volunteering for causes you care about is another excellent way to meet people who share your values. Working together on a project can create strong bonds and open up new opportunities. Remember, networking doesn't end after the initial meeting. Follow up with new contacts, schedule coffee meetings, and stay in touch. Building a network is an ongoing process that requires effort and consistency. In the end, the power of connections lies in the relationships you build and the mutual support you provide. A strong network can be a source of inspiration, opportunities, and lifelong friendships. So, take the first step. Put yourself out there and start building those connections today. All right, let's dive into a topic that's absolutely crucial for anyone looking to build wealth risk management. Risk management is the backbone of any successful financial strategy. Without it, even the most promising opportunities can turn into financial disasters. Now, when I say risk, I'm not talking about jumping out of planes or swimming with sharks. Those are physical risks, and while they can be thrilling, they are not the kind of risks we're focusing on today. I'm talking about the calculated decisions we make every day that involve the potential for both gains and losses. These decisions can range from investing in the stock market to starting a new business or even making a significant career change. You see, every investment, every business venture, even every career move carries some level of risk. It's an inherent part of the process. The trick is not to avoid risk altogether, but to manage it effectively. The key is to understand those risks, weigh them against the potential rewards, and make informed decisions that align with your overall financial goals. This involves a lot of research, planning, and sometimes seeking advice from experts. Let's take real estate investing, for example. Real estate can be a lucrative investment offering both income and appreciation over time. It can be an incredible way to build wealth, but it's not without its risks. The real estate market can be volatile and property values can fluctuate based on a variety of factors. You could buy a property that ends up needing tons of unexpected repairs, which can quickly eat into your profits. Or you could run into a bad tenant situation. Tenant disputes can be time-consuming and costly, affecting your overall return on investment. That's why it's so important to do your due diligence, research the market, and understand the specific risks associated with the property you're considering. And make sure you're comfortable with the level of risk involved before you jump in headfirst. This means having a clear plan and being prepared for potential setbacks. Remember, as tempting as it can be to chase the highest possible returns, high returns often come with high risks. It's essential to understand this trade-off. It's crucial to find a balance between risk and reward that you're comfortable with. This balance is different for everyone and depends on your financial goals, time horizon, and risk tolerance. That comfort level will vary from person to person, and that's okay. Some people are more risk-averse, while others are willing to take on more risk for the chance of higher returns. The important thing is to be honest with yourself about your risk tolerance and make decisions accordingly. This self-awareness can help you avoid making impulsive decisions that could jeopardize your financial future. Working with a financial advisor can also be incredibly beneficial. They can help you assess your risk tolerance, develop a diversified investment strategy, and provide guidance on managing risk. Diversification is another key aspect of risk management. By spreading your investments across different asset classes, industries, and geographic regions, you can reduce the impact of any single investment's poor performance on your overall portfolio. It's also important to stay informed about market trends and economic conditions. Understanding the broader economic environment can help you make more informed decisions and anticipate potential risks. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your portfolio is crucial. As your financial situation and goals change, so should your investment strategy. This ongoing process helps ensure that your portfolio remains aligned with your risk tolerance and financial objectives. Ultimately, understanding and managing risk is about making informed decisions that help you achieve your financial goals. It's about finding the right balance between risk and reward and being prepared for the unexpected. So, take the time to educate yourself, seek advice when needed, and always be mindful of the risks involved. With the right approach, you can navigate the complexities of risk and reward and build a secure financial future. All right, let's talk about goal setting. It's one of the most crucial steps in achieving any form of success, yet it's often overlooked or misunderstood. Many people think they have goals, but in reality, they have vague wishes or dreams. There's a significant difference between saying, "I want to be successful," and having a clear, actionable plan to achieve that success. This is something I hammer on all the time, but for good reason. Without clear goals, you're like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly and hoping to reach a destination by chance. But life doesn't work that way. You need to be intentional about where you're going and how you plan to get there. You can't hit a target you can't see, right? Imagine an archer trying to hit a bullseye while blindfolded. It's nearly impossible. The same principle applies to your personal and financial goals. You need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. It's the same with your finances. If you don't have a clear financial goal, how will you know if you're making progress? How will you measure your success? It's not enough to say, "I want to be financially secure." You need to define what financial security means to you. If you're just drifting along, hoping to magically become a millionaire, I've got news for you. It's not going to happen. Wealth doesn't just fall into your lap. It requires planning, effort, and a clear strategy. You need to know exactly what steps to take and in what order. You need clear, concrete goals. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is often referred to as the SMART criteria. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save money," you could say, "I want to save $10,000 in the next 12 months. Want to buy a rental property? Great, but don't stop there. Get into the nitty-gritty details. What type of property are you looking for? Where is it located? What is your budget? How much rental income do you expect to generate?" Write down exactly how much you need for a down payment, closing costs, and some emergency repairs. These are all critical components that will affect your overall investment. Knowing these numbers will help you create a realistic and actionable plan. Now break that down even further. What steps do you need to take to save for the down payment? How will you cover the closing costs? What will you do if unexpected repairs come up? By breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable steps, you make it less overwhelming and more achievable. How much do you need to save each month to reach that goal in, say, 2 years? This is where the magic happens. When you break down a large goal into smaller monthly targets, it becomes much more manageable. You can track your progress and make adjustments as needed. Suddenly, it's not this vague idea anymore. It's a tangible plan. You can see the path ahead of you, and each step you take brings you closer to your goal. This clarity is incredibly empowering and motivating. This is how you turn dreams into reality. By setting clear, actionable goals, you give yourself a roadmap to follow. You know exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it. This reduces uncertainty and increases your chances of success. I remember when I first started in real estate, I had big dreams but no clear plan. It wasn't until I sat down and mapped out my goals that things started to change. I knew I wanted to buy a rental property, but I had to get specific about what that entailed. My goal was to buy one small condo, rent it out, and maybe make a few $100 extra per month, but I didn't stop there. I calculated the down payment, closing costs, and potential rental income. I broke it down into actionable steps, and maybe make a few $100 extra per month. Having that clear goal kept me motivated, even when things got tough. I knew exactly what I was working towards, and that made all the difference. Having that clear goal kept me motivated, even when I was working crazy hours as a realtor and barely sleeping. The clarity of my goal gave me the drive to push through the challenges and stay focused on my objective, even when I was working crazy hours as a realtor and barely sleeping. The clarity of my goal gave me the drive to push through the challenges and stay focused on my objective. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. That's the power of a well-defined goal. It gives you direction and fuels your drive. So, get specific. Don't just have a vague idea of what you want. Write it down, break it into steps, and create a plan. This will give you the clarity and motivation you need to succeed. Don't just say, "I want to be rich." That's too vague and doesn't give you a clear path to follow. Instead, define what being rich means to you. Is it having a certain amount of money in the bank? Is it owning multiple properties? Is it being debt-free? Figure out what that actually means to you. Once you have a clear definition, you can create a plan to achieve it. This might involve setting multiple smaller goals that lead up to your ultimate objective, and put it down in writing. There's something powerful about writing down your goals. It makes them real and tangible. It also gives you a reference point to look back on and measure your progress. So take the time to get clear on what you want and create a plan to achieve it. Your future self will thank you. We've all heard those overnight success stories, right? But let me tell you, behind every overnight success are years of hard work, dedication, and most importantly, persistence. Look, the road to financial freedom isn't always smooth. There will be bumps, detours, maybe even a few roadblocks along the way. That's just part of the game. But here's the thing, millionaires, they don't give up. They understand that setbacks are temporary, but giving up makes them permanent. They use those challenges as learning experiences, as opportunities to adapt and come back stronger. Think about any successful entrepreneur or investor. Do you really think they achieved their success without facing any obstacles? Of course not. They likely faced more rejection and failure than the average person, but they persevered. That wraps up our 6 millionaire traits you can start adopting today. Remember, it's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about embracing these principles and consistently applying them to your life. Building wealth takes time, dedication, and yes, a bit of hustle. But trust me, the rewards are well worth it. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these traits are you going to focus on first? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time.